Ciao ragazzi, Anthony here for Inter Worldwide. It's about 6.5 hours since the Real Madrid game finished and first little break I've had from work, so got to get that content out for all you loyal G's on Inter Worldwide. Not the ideal result, Real Madrid 2, Inter 0. Red card and a brain snap by Barella around about the hour mark, 65th minute mark, and that basically meant that the game was over at 1-0. Very disappointing outcome. The result isn't that disappointing because you can't always just expect to go to Madrid and win. You know, this isn't the best Real Madrid team that we've seen, but this is a Real Madrid team that's still pissing La Liga by 8-10 points or something like that. They rested a couple of players today, but look how intent this Madrid side was to come first. You're playing Militao, Alaba, Carvajal, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, all in the same team. You know, you're always going to have a hard game. Vinicius and Rodrigo on the wings. We've just come off beating Roma, Venezia, and Spezia. 3 extremely negative sides domestically. The freak out from the fans today in a couple of the chats is just unnecessary, man. You know, grow a pair of balls. And I know it's important to set higher standards, but it's just as important to be realistic. Did you really expect to go and whoop Madrid at the Bernabeu? We were better in the first 45. And you know what? We probably should have scored. Perisic had a couple of good chances. Dzeko didn't hold it up very well. Lautaro was a bit invisible. Hakan, I thought, started the game well, but drifted a little bit later on. But, you know, nothing to be ashamed about in this performance. We're still through to the round of 16. And, yeah, we might have to come up against some ridiculously strong opponent like Liverpool, Bayern Munchen, Manchester City. But whoever it is will be there, and we'll collect our prize money and we'll collect our pride as well. Even if we get eliminated. I don't want to talk about elimination, but it is what it is, man. Baby steps. We haven't made the round of 16 for 4 years, but we're in it now. Overall, after today, questions need to be asked about Barella's mental attitude. You know, this is a player that was sort of, unofficially promising that he gets an armband or in a year or so, year or two, but he doesn't play like a captain. He played really well against Roma. I knew he was going to come out and be a really big player against Roma, but he's just showing that he still needs to level up a little bit. And he'll get there. He will get there. Don't listen to any of the players or their fans from other teams that are like, maybe Barella can't cut it. Bro, these guys would be on their hands and knees sucking you-know-what to have Barella in their team. Anybody who supports Juve, anybody who supports any of the Roman sides, Lazio, anybody, if you were to say you want Barella in your team or name us a midfielder in your team that is at the level of Barella or better than Barella, very few would have anything to say. And even then, the players that they talk about would have their own adversities and their own flaws, like injury records, like not being able to run the full 90, like also losing their head and getting red cards. Okay? Barella needs to take responsibility for this. It's a bad game from him. Hopefully he learns from it. Hopefully Inzaghi learns a little bit about adapting in those big European games. But at the end of the day, I'm chilled, I'm calm, I'm composed, and everybody else should be as well. Okay? We got defeated by Real Madrid and played half an hour with 10 men. Any other fans in Italy want to come and chat to us about that? Show us your better performances this season. We go on this week. It'll be all forgotten about, whereas some other teams will have some more adversities on the horizon. I can guarantee you that. Anthony, Forza Inter Worldwide. Peace.